Alright. What was the plan? I really don't remember where I am. Oh yeah, we flew to Wellspring. We're at Wellspring. Oh wow. We get to go. I thought we was gonna be able to go around the whole asteroid. Okay, so 2 new places. No secrets. Okay. Act like a local. The cut is filled with low-tech workers, which makes for a brash and bold atmosphere. You'll need to be the same if you want to explore. Hack low-tech comms. Sure, you could wonder, but the low-tech syndicate runs this place. Surely you can learn everything you need to know by tuning into their chatter. In the cut, dirty, wet, and thriving. The cut is a layered industrial city that is as intimidating as its inhabitants. In the cut, I really want to play it safe. Wait, I won't get stressed from this. I don't think. Huge. Oh, I should have read it. I forgot. Oh, I got lucky. You have a good sense of which passages to wander and which to avoid in this steaming vertical city. Bliss. Amazing to think this place supplies most of the belt's water. Bliss looks across the cut water at the workers in their distinctive yellow gear. No wonder the syndicate runs it like a corporation. You look at those gathered in the low-ceilinged bar, gathered around cushioned couches and low magnetic tables, their voices bouncing off the metal walls. All of them wear low-tech clothing, a mark of their status as contractors for the belt's most powerful syndicate. You look back to Bliss, who is watching another group quietly discussing something serious in the opposite corner. Say low-tech gets the job done. Bliss turns back to the bar and sips their drink through its metal straw. Well, that's the thing. I've been looking around Chasm Row, searching out components in the markets. Down there, people don't seem so happy. Bliss meets your eye. There's a lot of talk of contracts. It seems low-tech's been locking down its workers, giving the war in the inner system as an excuse. I see. They play with their metal straw, swirling the orbs of liquid in their sealed glass. The pressure is building, sleeper. We shouldn't hang around here much longer, they sigh. We need to give Seraphine time. Well, Bliss raises an eyebrow. It sounds like I'm not the only outsider who's been hanging out in Chasm Row. I heard someone complaining about a rude young man asking too many questions. Bliss smiles. Who else could that be? They laugh. That's the place to start if you want to find our boy. They said he was asking about the Rhyme Market, but I have no idea what that is. Bliss looks out across the bar. Definitely a touchy subject for the locals, though. I'll head there now. Bliss nods. I'll finish my drink. They smile. Let me know how it goes. You leave the cutwater, shouldering your way through a crowd of boisterous contractors. There is a conspiratorial mood to the conversations now that Bliss has mentioned it, and you wonder what all the talk is about. You feel the sudden cold as you leave the steaming bar and enter one of the icy passages cut into the asteroid itself. All this water in the hands of a single syndicate. If something goes wrong here, the belt will die of thirst long before the war reaches it. You turn up the collar of your jacket against the cold and head for Chasm Row. Okay. What's this? Way to make money. Cutwater, pitworker bar. Damn, it's expensive here. By a meal, the readily available water means Wellspring is rammed with hydroponics. The cutwater serves slow-cooked tomato and pepper stews. Cutwater shift. The cutwater is a boisterous workers' bar filled with miners fresh from the pithead. They always need staff to fill in for those on shift. Probably won't get a lot of money there. Low-tech depot. Nice. Most of the syndicate workers are at the pithead, so the supply depot offers shifts to passing spaces who want the extra cryo. Let's go ahead and fill this fuel. Is that fuel cheaper than usual? I'm going to get 5, and then when we rest, we'll go for fuel and supply. Chasm Row, so that's where we want to go to try and find Seraphim. Wellspring Pithead. Ice extraction facility. Show low-tech pass. With a low-tech pass, like any of the workers or syndicate members carry, you should be able to gain access. Okay, let's go. I might as well use my 2 dice then. Bliss said Seraphim was hunting for the Rhine market. Whatever it is, you'll need to get to know the area and its hidden ways to find it. I think we'll get 1 supply here. A hidden Rhine. Seraphim was apparently asking about the Rhine market. Whatever that is, find it and you'll find your pilot. Oh, that -8 cryo. We got money. It's all good. You notice graphic markings on some of the shop fronts and head heaters. Perhaps they lead somewhere. Alright, I'm gonna end cycle. Hopefully we get a chance to repair the dice. Scavenge supplies. Alright. That's according to plan. Can do that one more time. And let's go ahead and do this. You pay a street hawker to guide you to the entrance, but they lose you in an alley, an old trick. fooling me 3 times. You notice graphic markings on some of the shop fronts. Yep. A dark, corroded door lies in front of you. The markings on it are right. This is the place. The markets of Chasm Row have become familiar in the past cycles. Their steaming orange-lit depths, the persistent condensation on each unit's windows, the gleam of the amber workers' suits, each contributing to the particular atmosphere of this buried city. This has kind of the low-end vibes. But among this, you have noticed other details too. The freelance crews on the hunt for illicit tech, the conversing workers who drop to a whisper when you pass, the light flickering up through floor grates, suggesting even deeper layers. These are the details you have followed to the Rhyme Market, a place discussed in hushed tones in dimly lit rooms, and as you drift towards what you know to be one of its entrances, the door bursts open in front of you. Seraphine! Wellspring Rotic Syndicate controlled ice asteroid. A large, dark bundle glides out of the door and impacts the metal wall of the passage with an echoing bang, but your eyes are drawn by the imposing figure that hovers in the doorway, bracing himself on the frame. Kirk. Dude's looking big. Stay out of the Rhyme Market, rat. The man sends an orb of spit spinning after the bundle. Oh, it's our guy. The bundle unfolds and you suddenly recognize Seraphine, winded but straightening up to go back for more. Stop, Seraphine. Oh shit. You hesitate, seeing the hard anger brewing in Seraphine's eyes, and you reach him a moment too late. He catches you as he kicks off from the wall with a swinging fist, sending you reeling back while he smashes into the man. Oh no. The two tumble in a flurry of blows, slamming into the doorframe until the man gets his legs between him and Seraphine and kicks him into the wall. Seraphine hits hard and floats away, a few crimson bubbles of blood drifting from his bust lip. Go to Seraphine. You glide over to Seraphine as he shakes himself awake. You put yourself between him and the figure. Knowing you are beaten, rat, the man calls out, it's time to go home and lick your wounds. Seraphine exhales in frustration, his anger fading, replaced by the stinging pain of his injuries. You watch a perfectly round blob of blood form at the bottom of his nose. Ugh. Let me hit this idiot. Want to explain what's happening? For the record, the man folds his arms. This one started it. He looks between the two of you, snooping around out meeting like a rat. You see his sharp eyes recalculating the situation since your arrival. I wasn't snooping. I'm looking for someone. Seraphine glares. If you'd taken a minute to talk to me before throwing a punch, maybe you would have got that. The man scratches at his beard, squinting at Seraphine. Say I believe you. What were you doing at the meeting then? Missing persons ain't our business. Imposing Lotic Syndicate worker. All I heard is this is where the Lotic contractors meet, Seraphine sighs. I don't like you hearing that. What? I don't like you hearing that. Not at all. And I'm going to need to ask you who told you that later. Okay, he straightens up. But yeah, this is where the contractors meet, as if that's anything to you. The person I'm looking for is a contractor. Seraphine's frustration rises again. She uses the cover name Luz. He pauses, a desperation entering his voice. Please, I think she might be my sister. Something changes in the man's stance. He holds up a massive hand to silence Seraphine and looks down the passage in both directions. Not here. He retreats through the door. Get in. As you both enter, he reaches past you and slams the middle door behind, spinning the lock-in wheel with one hand. I am Kirk, he grunts, pointing at himself with a thick thumb. Contractors are my concern, but if Lotic catch us discussing contracts out here, he shakes his head. He turns and leads you down the passage. You pass an open door, and you glance inside to see a group gathered in a circle, all of them in workers' clothes. They are speaking in hushed voices. One of them exchanges a nod with Kirk. Let's not interrupt the meeting anymore, shall we? He glares playfully at Seraphine, who remains silent. Kirk leads you to the side of a massive vertical metal pipe with a rough hole cut in the side. He beckons you both inside. You descend through the pipe in silence and darkness. Suddenly, you come out through the ceiling of a wide and low hall. As far as you can see, crooked stools and makeshift shelters dot the grilled floor, lit by scavenged lanterns and light strips. Steam drifts up through the grates, concealing the rooms so that you cannot see the walls. Welcome to the Rhyme Market. Kirk gestures a thick hand at the ramshackle interior. Lotic don't know about this place. He smiles. Let's get a drink. He leads you off to a nearby stool with a set of improvised stools welded to the floor in front. He hooks his legs onto one, and you and Seraphine follow suit. He holds up 3 fingers to the store's owner, and a drink in a straw-pierced packet is handed to each of you. Seraphine looks skeptically at the drink. We friends now or something? Look, Kirk takes a sip. I'm not going to apologize for putting you on your ass. That's on you. But like I said, I represent the contractors, and if someone is part of the family, well, he shrugs his massive shoulders. Then they deserve to be heard out, at least. You know who we're looking for? Or represent the contractors? Nah, Seraphine can't speak right now. You know who we're looking for? Luz, he said. I know Luz, sure. Describe her. Kirk leans back on his stool. I'm not giving you anything more until you prove she's your sister. Seraphine closes his eyes. Dark hair, used to wear it long and messy. Bright eyes, broad shoulders. You see a little twitch around his eyes as he recalls. Tough but kind. Tattoos. Nervous laugh. He opens his eyes and glares at Kirk. That enough? Kirk sniffs. Yeah, that's her. He feels something jump in Seraphine, an almost imperceptible tension rising. It's her, his sister. Luz, Kirk speaks slowly, drinking between. Or whatever her real name is one of the contractors here. She's part of the most recent contracts Lotic registered. That means... Just tell me where she is, Seraphine demands, his impatience getting the better of him. As I was saying, Kirk gives Seraphine a pointed look. Those new contractors are restricted to the pit head. In fact, that is what we were discussing when you interrupted our meeting. Seraphine looks away in frustration, holds his tongue. Since the war, the Lotic Syndicate has been trying to lock down Wellspring. They went from a loose association of mining groups to an autocracy. Or autocracy? And started enforcing contracts with some seriously overreaching terms. Okay. Autocracy.
Autocracy.
Government by single person or small group that has unlimited power or authority. Chiefs, or the power or authority of such a person or group. Basically a king or queen with ultimate, an emperor, I guess, right? Where are we? Your sister? She's on one of those contracts. Lotic are acting like they own her and the others, because according to their contracts, they do, which is exactly what we want to do something about. This cycle, he forcefully taps the bar with a finger. We are voting on strike action and a full blockade of Flotsam. We will bring the syndicate to the table to... Seraphim knocks his drink away and kicks off from the table, disappearing into the market. Stay with Kirk. Kirk watches Seraphim go with a disappointed look in his eyes. Your friend will go to the Lotic Syndicate. I know it. He sips from his drink. They won't help him there. Kirk's bright eyes meet yours. The Syndicate will do nothing for him or for you. Trust me. I want to help you, Sleeper. I want to help your friend, but I need your help in return. I want to help. Good. Kirk nods. I knew you would. Kirk places a plastic pass card into your hand. Nice. It glints with the mark of the Lotic Syndicate, a blurry ID photo laminated into its transparent interior. This will get you into the pit head. You can see for yourself what's happening there. Don't follow your friend to Lotic. Go to the pit head. Find Luz yourself. He meets your eye. When you do, come back to me, and we can discuss how to free her and everyone else like her. If you go to Lotic, if you meet with them, I can't help you. He releases your forearm and drifts back into the crowd, disappearing into the steam and darkness. You catch up with Seraphim in the bustle of the Rhine Market, among the steam and crowds. I can't have been the only one who saw his pitch coming a mile off. Seraphim is bristling with anger. I can't have been the only one who saw his pitch coming a mile off. What kind of idiots does he think we are? He thinks he's lying? Is that what this is about? This is about getting my sister out of whatever mess she's gotten into. Seraphim starts to push through the crowd towards the exit tunnel. We need to speak to Lotic. Forget these clowns. He shoves his way forward. We don't need to get tied up in this. We just need to get her out. Seraphim forges on ahead, and you get caught in the crowd behind him as he disappears from view. You curse his impatience. You float there for a moment, buffeted by passing people, clutching onto the Lotic pass, trying to decide what to do next. So they're giving us a crossroad here. Rhine Market, which is where we were. Buy scrap components, buy rare components. Huge! They both kind of cost 100. So why would I ever want the scrap components? I want to do this. Let's click on this, see what happens. Negotiate a meeting. Seraphim wants to meet with the syndicate bosses to negotiate his sister's release. He needs your help. I do like the other guy. Alright, so I can't do anything about my stress anyway. Hopefully we lose 2 dice. Alright, I think we stopped messing around with trying to get them to break. I'll probably end up in a worse position. This is definitely okay. Let's see if I can rest with this. So good. Ooh, bad day, bad day. And let's see if I can get away with this. It's fine. Let's see, it's gonna do 4 for sure. Yeah. Right. So Lane's not able to follow me right now. Got a break. So we can kind of stabilize here a bit. They're not giving me a supply. Let me see if I can get some money back. Most of the syndicate workers are at the pit head, so the supply depots offer shifts to fasten spaces who want the extra cryo. If a work is dull and tiring, and the pay is bad, but at least it's warm inside the warehouse. You manage an efficient shift and the supervisor throws you a few extra cryo for a job well done. You manage to damage the shipment and the depot supervisor says you are lucky they don't make you pay for it. Hey. That was a good day, to be honest. Buy a meal. Cycle. Low-tech depot. Cut water. $16 cryo. The locals seem to have taken to you and your manner, and you end up with a handful of tips and compliments. 16 cryo is good money. So that's where we'll go when we get six die. Oh, we got full supplies now. I'm gonna rest. I'm gonna cycle, scavenge fuel. I don't think I've ever seen scavenge fuel fail to get me something. We could just, oops, wrong one. We could just stay here for a very long time getting money. Really, I want like a good dice day to move. Don't know if I need to use it. Something important. Whew, that's good enough if you ask me. You know what I'm gonna do? Since I'm getting so lucky today. Let's see. You feel me? I know what I'm doing. Okay, let's go to Wellspring Pithead. The supervisor waves you through, barely looking at the pass. You are in. New location discovered. Pithead Canteen, low-tech contractor mess hall. Jesus, sneaker meal, we don't really need to do this though. Using your pass, you can sneak into the canteen and get some free food. You better be careful. No need. Woo! Easy, search for Luz. The shaft is a constant flow of contractors, but you are determined to find Luz among all these faces. Join a work crew. The best way to find Luz will be to infiltrate the work crews and gain access to the deep parts of the mine. Look at my dice. I mean, I feel like I should not use my dice here. I got time. It'll be better. It'll be much better to get cash money from here first. You feel me? Yeah. Max out my fuel. Oh, it didn't do it. Yeah, you know, we'll use these dice to do the quest. Let's see if we get lucky again. Yeah, no. Alright, we'll use these dice. Might lose a bit of energy. Sheesh. You end up on a crew with a locked-in contractor. They tell you their colleagues are deeper in the mine. On your shift, you get talking to a worker who has heard of Luz. You are getting close. Alright, let's go eat. Later. Buy a meal. Alright, this is it, I think. Easy. You are heading down to the deepest part of the shaft with a tip-off that Luz is there. The shaft descends towards a sump in the depths of the pit. Here, the air is freezing cold to prevent the ice from melting into gobbles of floating water. If you breathe carried water, you would be able to see it in the air. What? If your breath carried water, you would be able to see it in the air. Wait. The shaft descends towards a sump in the depths of the pit. Here, the air is freezing cold to prevent the ice from melting into gobbles of floating water. I see. If your breath carried water, you're able to see it in the air. but the absence of steam in each exhalation only serves to remind you of your own strangeness. Interesting. That is very interesting. Not that anyone else notices. The workers' heads are low, their eyes fixed on their work, shuttling chunks of ice and tools up and down the shaft. At the end of the nearby tunnels, you see the bright sparks of ice cutting in progress, slabs hanging in the air in that strange way they do in Zero G. Okay. Some loose memories of the time before Darkside, before Lane, before Freedom come to your mind. The familiarity of the cold, the sparks, the endless toil, it chills you more than the packed ice on either side of you could. It chills you more than the packed ice on either side of you ever could. You reach the bottom of the shaft, a metal grill marking the terminus. It squeals as you push open the barred door to set into it, and safety lights flicker on, lighting up glittering ice particles all around in their hard beams. It is as if all the stars are held here in this cavern. As your eyes adjust, the massive space comes into focus. It seems to have no up or down, just countless dark shafts and terraced pits cut into its side, all around silhouetted by their work lights. Contractors cut and haul and gather. This is where those locked-in workers are being held, caught in a contract clause that permits an endless shift. The atmosphere is grim. At the center of the cavern floats a construction of welded-together habitation units. A heavy twist of cables stretches from this improvised structure past you and up the shaft behind, tethering it to a central power source. On each of the 6 sides of this strange apartment block, a set of struts project outward, bracing the construction against the cavern walls. The block itself is wrapped in insulation, clad in protective plates. It glows with small apertures and lights. You approach the nearest entrance. Everything is bitten by rust, by decay. If the bars on the entrance weren't a clear enough indicator, it is obvious now that this place is a prison. The door scissors open, letting out a blast of warm air. You quickly duck inside, and it seals rapidly behind you. The cramped interior passage glows warmly, but its ragged condition keeps it from feeling cozy. You follow the corridor, ducking beneath hanging wires and loose insulation. This is where you are told you will find Luz, or whatever her real name is. You come out into a communal mess. Counters and food preparation units fitted into the walls, cushioned stools and couches scattered around. A couple of contractors are stretched out in the space, one of them snoring loudly in the corner, another sipping from a food packet on his stool. Ooh. Suddenly, a door on the far side opens out to the cavern, letting in a flurry of ice shards that quickly become scattered orbs of water. You watch the figure as they glide into the warm light of the interior, with their dark hair and bright eyes, and you know this is who you are looking for. You meet eyes with hers, and something sparks in that dull and cloying room. It's as if she recognizes you. Sleeper? She looks in a haze, her hair stuck to her forehead with sweat, her eyes still adjusting to the interior. I've been looking for you. You... what? She squints. You see her scan you, taking in your clothes, the way you hold yourself, your face. For a moment, you feel exposed, aware of your damaged vinyl skin, your industrial markings. Wait. I'm wondering if this is Mina. Because I think she thinks I was someone else, the other sleeper. Your doe-like features. You feel the familiar sense of being objectified, but also something warmer below it, a recognition of what you are. She blinks, exhales, and shakes her head, realizing she is mistaken. Give me a sec, alright? I just finished cutting 100 cubic meters of ice. She pulls back her hood. Haven't seen you down here before. They just contract you or something? The tension drops, but you get the feeling she isn't quite looking at you. She crosses to a food unit and pulls out a packet, slotting it into a warmer. She thumbs it on. First sleeper I've seen in a long while. She doesn't take her eyes off the slow and warming food. You'll do okay down here. I know you folks are tough. I'd stick with a job. That's good. The rest I can show you once I beat it. She laughs a little to herself. This is Mina. I'm with your brother. My brother? She pauses, her eyes not leaving the warmer. I think you have me confused with someone else. You're not listening. She turns to face you, and you see a wet shine to her eyes. What are you going on about? You realize what you need to tell her. Seraphine is on Wellspring. The warmer chimes to let her know the food packet is ready, but she doesn't seem to notice. Seraphine? She takes a ragged breath, then steadies herself. Here? Not here, at the cut. She nods and then shakes her head. Well, if he trusts you with his name, I guess I should trust you with mine. She comes closer. Tala! Oh, snap! Okay. Yes. She does look like Tala. She is Tala. Okay. I think that's the person I was trying to think of, but Mina came first. I'm Tala. She smiles a warm smile. Now where's my idiot brother? I'm not sure. I'll take you to him. She laughs nervously. Sorry, this is not what I was expecting on my lunch break. Tala suddenly seems to take on some energy. She glances towards the corridor behind you and the door at its end. I sure hope you have a plan, sleeper, because they do not want us locked in contract. They do not want us locked in contractors getting out, you see. She moves towards the corridor. There's security in the shaft. And then again at the pit head. You must have passed through the checkpoint at the entrance too. I doubt we can bypass all those. She turns back, grabs her food packet, smiles at you, and shepherds you towards the corridor. You could run a distraction maybe. Or is Sarah on that already? You are slightly taken aback by her sudden change. We're going to have to. A blaring alarm sounds inside the habitation module, loud enough to wake the sleeping contractor with a start. You and Tala exchange glances. Surely, this can't be for you. Tala rushes down the corridor and tears open the door at the far end, with you following close behind. The ice scatters, glittering in the interior light. The cavern is in chaos. You see dark-suited low-tech security wrestling with contractors, lit by flashing red alerts. More contractors are coming in through the door in the grill you entered from, carrying bulky equipment. The equipment is blaring out a voice, Kirk's voice, echoing around the cavern, a look of panic across Tala's face. A general strike is now in effect. All contractors should down tools and hold in place. Extraction will cease until our terms are met. Kirk's voice distorts and shifts. We have blockaded all traffic to and from Wellspring. We seek the resignation of Syndicate's leadership and for a new Workers' Council to be installed in its place. This cycle will shut down the shaft. Any worker not willing to strike should leave now. There is a screech of noise, and the message begins repeated. You watch as the security are pushed back towards the grill, outnumbered by the gathering workers. Tyler looks at you for guidance. Now's our chance. Tyler looks around the cabin, the red light reflecting in her wide eyes. She sighs. I need to stay. I won't abandon the others. Don't be crazy. We've been here together a long time, Sleeper. This is all of our fight. I won't run. Tyler backs away, glancing over her shoulder at the others. You see them gathering their tools and taking them to be locked away in the head module. I need to see this through, Sleeper, and you need to go. Find Seraphim. Do what you can from out there. Help us change this place. And with that, she turns and glides off towards the others. You turn and head for the grill as quickly as you can. The way now cleared by the contractors, the handful of low-tech security pushed back up to somewhere near the pit head. As you ascend, other contractors shooting you dark looks as you do. You realize you have to speak with Kirk. You find Kirk at the pit head, directing contractors to barricade the entry points to the mine. So you took my advice. Good, Kirk smiles. We are glad to have you as an ally here, Sleeper. You could have warned me. The entirety of Wellspring is at stake here. Kirk shakes his head. This is not about individuals. The Syndicate was arrogant. They did not believe we could do this. Kirk gestures towards the contractors welding, plating across the checkpoints. But we far outnumber them. Their monopoly ends here. How can I help? Kirk leads you a little way away from the contractors. If you want to free those like Seraphim's sister, I need your help. We have ships, but not many, and the Syndicate still has tankers in operation. Our blockade is not complete. The debris field between here and the far spindle remains open. We need another tanker to occupy it and dissuade the Syndicate trying to pass. All of our ships are in use, but your ship and your crew could help us take a tanker and secure the blockade. You want me to storm a tanker? This will not be an assault. Kirk puts a hand on your shoulder. The tanker, the Headstream, has been held outside Wellspring for many cycles. The crew is tired and sympathetic to our cause. We'll just give them a nudge. Your ship will pose as an in-distress trader trapped inside the debris field. When the Headstream is obliged to rescue, we will board and encourage the crew to take control. Encourage, you know? You want me to incite a mutiny. Trust me when I say that their captain does not deserve his charge. This is a liberation. Kirk folds his arms across his chest. Will you do it? I will. I knew you would. I'm glad to have you in our cause, Sleeper. Suddenly, Kirk puts two fingers in his mouth and blasts out a shrill whistle. A contractor quickly approaches with a large box, the front marked by screens and dials, and the back by loose cables. You will need this HasNav unit to navigate the debris field. He nods at the contractor. Jens here will install it in your ship. Consider it a gift from our cause to yours. He nods once more and Jens passes by you, heading for the lift to the docking ring with your new module. I will provide the Headstream's coordinates. He moves away towards the contractor still working on the checkpoints, and I will wait for your word. You leave the pit head behind, your mind racing. You do not know how you have ended up in the middle of all this, but you know that it will be up to you to pilot your way out. Sleeper. Surfing comes up the passage towards you. What's happening? I heard the pithead is being taken over by Kirk's guys. This, you realize, will take a lot of explaining. Yo, give me some points. I need some points, man. I need some points. What we got going? Oh my god. I still don't have a timer, so I feel like I should get more money. I should get like 500 cheats. And cycle. Max out the fuel. One time. This one dice is gonna die on the mission for sure. Don't really think there's much I can do about it though. My bad. Alright, so I need to take a look at this. Risky. Tala released. Yeah, we do this. That's kind of a spoiler. Headstream. The headstream is holding in the debris field on Syndicate orders. Kirk believes it is the perfect target for a mutiny. If your crew get on board and inspire one. Yeah, we'll do that. I think it saves when I do this. Like old times.